the downfall of Latinos and Hispanics every time. Florida is what I will for Donald Trump. Florida is the home of I will for Donald Trump. That's where they live. For Donald Trump. The Florida Hispanics had a hit with that one. Y'all trash. Y'all trash. Trump trash. His wig is trash. All y'all are garbage. Okay? Y'all gonna be the downfall of the Latinos every motherfucking time. Florida Latinos, Hispanics from Florida. You cannot tell them that they are not Caucasian. Like it's really just ridiculous.
He wants to keep helping Latinos in the U.S. Let's do things the right way and let's keep growing. Let's keep growing as a family and let's make America great again.
Necesitamos a Trump. Let's make America great again.
A lot of Latinos, we stand strong next to President Trump. Let's make America great again. Let's go. I'm just happy we in good hands. I know this 4 years is going to be one hell of a run. I know he's going to do a lot of great things for the whole Spanish community, especially we going to make America great again. I'm glad I give that vote to Mr. Trump, and me and Anuel AA are here supporting. Que viva Puerto Rico, and let's make America great again. Congratulations, President Trump.
We need you. We need you back, right?
You know who they are? Do you know who the hell they are?
Come up here, just fast, fellas, come on. Because I don't know if these people know who the hell you are. But it's good for the Puerto Rican vote.
How come none of these Latino celebrities ain't speaking up on what's going on? Wasn't J-Lo viral like last week? She got a big platform and she got nothing to lose. So either or, she ain't losing nothing. She's already washed. And let's not talk about Bad Bunny. That's like y'all version of Michael Jackson. In the Latino community, y'all talk about that dude like a god. And he ain't even saying nothing about what's going on. Bad Bunny. And you know why? Because Bad Bunny Puerto Rican. Just like J-Lo's Puerto Rican. They can't get deported. Don't tell me y'all didn't learn that in school that Puerto Ricans can't get deported. Just like black Americans. But y'all always out there wanting black people to be your guard dogs. You're always out there wanting black people to be your human shields. And you know what? Your own kind don't even protect you. Jennifer, not J-Lo, Jennifer, the governor of Puerto Rico, right now as we speak, she turning all the information of undocumented immigrants over to the Trump administration.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report. In today's video, we're going to talk about black people tired of Latino asking for their help when even their own Latino celebrities are quiet. There's a growing frustration bubbling under the surface, and at this point, it's no longer just quiet mamas. Many black Americans are openly voicing that they are tired of always being expected to show up, speak out, and fight for every marginalized group, especially when those same groups stay silent or worse, complicit when black people are in the line of fire. And now, the conversation has turned to the Latino community, particularly with what's happening in America and ICE's return to power. ICE raids are back in full swing, deportations are increasing, TPS are being rolled back, and once again, as always, some Latino are turning to black Americans with a familiar plea: help us. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing so that YouTube may recommend it to a wider audience. And so now, without further ado guys, let's go straight into this video. But first, let me play you a few videos on this matter and I'll come back with my commentary. As a side note, all credit goes to the creators of these videos.
You know what's crazy to me, bro? Is when they had the BLM protest, everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. Where's that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Well, Baby made a song. But where's everybody now?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Where's J-Lo? Where's Bad Bunny? Where's Maluma? Where's Shakira? Talk to your own people. Because J-Lo was just up on the pulpit at the inauguration doing this.
Justicia para todos. Let's get it.
No matter what happens in this country, everyone under that POC umbrella always finds a way to put the focus back on black people. Obviously, we understand what's going on right now with the ICE raids that are going on in America and Los Angeles to be specific. But there have been a lot of Latino people coming online asking about black celebrities and black people showing up and comparing this event to BLM. Now, don't get me wrong. We were home during the pandemic. People had no jobs. People weren't in the office. And yes, black people celebrities, black businessmen showed up for black people. Corporations and teams that had black people on them showed up for their black constituents and their black workers. As it currently stands as demographic, there are more Latinos in America than there are black people. And half of that population voted for what's going on right now. Speak to your own population. Stand up for yourself with each other. Talk internally about how you're so disjointed between the Central and South Americans and the Caribbean people in the East Coast. Talk to each other. Why are you looking for black people to put you guys on a pedestal and go fight for you when this is also your fight, primarily your fight? Black Lives Matter was our fight, but we speak up for ourselves. We also speak up for everyone, and we did it the most with our vote. And even though black people are saying this is not our fight, we're sitting this out, we're doing all these things like resting, there are several ways black people are showing up by not supporting Starbucks, by not supporting Target, by not supporting any company that put out D&I, by boycotting, by using our voice like I do. There's so many ways that black people still will always show up for ourselves in this country, and when we show up for ourselves, guess who benefits? Everyone else. Reach out to your fellow Asians. Reach out to your Middle Eastern Arab people. Reach out to the large Russian population that's in LA, the Armenians, the Persians. There's so many immigrant groups that live in this city, but you want to single out black people. Can't win them all.
To the African American community that is standing with us in this fight, because you understand that not all of us voted for this.
Leave us alone! Oh my God! Why are you mentioning black folks when we are the ones who signed the executive orders? Why are you preaching unity and solidarity to us, the very people who founded every single major civil rights movement since the illegal founding of this country? And just to be clear, I support the Latino community. I speak up, I show up, I make content, I educate people. As a matter of fact, since the ICE raids in Los Angeles, where I'm from, I was one of the first creators to speak up, and I've made about 3 videos, including an educational historical video talking about the founding of this very state. Anyways, but what I do not support, what I will not stand for, is creators who think blaming or antagonizing black people, especially black women, is the move right now. Don't mention us. There's so many other things, systems, people to attack right now. There's so many other ways to make content right now. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. You're losing focus on the actual enemy. ICE is not a black-led institution. The deportation machine is not being led by the 92% of black women who voted against it. And targeting black folks online because they're not protesting the way y'all want them to, that's entitlement, bro. That's not even unity. That's unity doesn't even look like that. You do not build solidarity by guilt-tripping the very community that defined what resistance looks like in this country. Let black folks handle our people. That was the point of one of my videos. I was handling folks without antagonizing them. We hold our communities accountable. There's multiple black people addressing this, but that is our conversation to have, not yours to weaponize. If your content starts pointing fingers at us black people, ask yourself, is this about justice? Or are you looking for someone else to blame? Are you looking for content views, bro? Are you trying to build your platform off of that? I am still standing in solidarity, full stop. But do not confuse my support for silence. You do not get to talk down on the architects of every movement you benefit from. Redirect that energy to the people in power, not the people who've been fighting for freedom since day one. And we're still fighting for our own freedom. Let's not forget that part.
Black people, after they done with the Latinos, you next. Huh? Next. We've been on the chopping block. Like, you can tell that we all been living in separate Americas. Separate Americas, because why does everybody keep saying black people, you next? They've been on our heels for 400 plus years. Black people, you next. You know what? Can you imagine being in a relationship with the biggest narcissist in history? The biggest, right? Every time you go to school, he undermines you. When you buy a house, he undermines you. When you get healthcare, he undermines you. God damn, when you can't go to the gym, you can't go to parks, you can't go to the goddamn beach, you can't get healthcare, you can't get childcare, you can't do shit. You can't cook chicken, you can't eat fruit, you can't do nothing. Every angle that you live in life has been targeted. Understand that black people will always fight for Latinos. Our struggle is intertwined. Like, understand this. But we don't gotta worry about being next because we have been there fixed civilization for hundreds of years. We still are. And you know what's the most heartbreaking thing about this whole thing is that Mexican people in Black history, American history, have been some of the only people to show up. They were the biggest part of Black liberation. And always and forever, I will always give Mexican people that respect. But since then, Latino people have been falling so far into white supremacy that is sick. You have been showing colorist behavior to your own people. You have been showing colorist behavior all in the hopes of having white proximity. All the anti-black jokes that you hear growing up, you're talking about your own people. Just because you say Prieto, Moreno, or Negro, don't make it no different. All those things bettering the race, cleaning the blood, washing out the black. This is a part of Latin culture, and it's sad, and it needs to stop. You want to know what's the first step of liberation? Stop that shit. Stop trying to have proximity to whiteness. You're not them. And if you want to know the results of this, just ask the question of what happened to all the black people in Argentina. There were a lot more. And yeah, you may have a sprinkle of Spaniard, but you ain't that. And I'm sorry to tell you, there's a reason why you have an indigenous or African nose and kinky hair.
This is not about abandoning people in need. Black Americans have always fought for out.
So in this video, we are looking at the Latino community, especially people in the Florida. If you look at the campaign time, they used to sing that song, "Oh, I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump," that kind of thing. They sang that song, it became a national anthem, and the community embraced that song and they ran with it and they embraced it. They voted for the current administration. Now, fast forward, right now, people are feeling so betrayed. People are crying. People are feeling so angry, furious, because they are not understanding how they supported this administration, and somehow right now they are being affected as a community at large by this mass deportation by ICE of their people. That's what they're trying. That's what they're saying on social media. In fact, right now, if you look at the community, the Latino community right now, they're asking for the black community, especially the black celebrity, why aren't they speaking out, you know, on their behalf? And the black community, they're asking the Latinos, at the end of the day, you are the people who literally voted for this current administration. You are the majority who voted for this current administration. In fact, you're the one who's swinging the pendulum the way it is, and it's brought in, you know, the numbers that help this current administration to become in power. So who are you talking about? You know, that's what they're asking. So the black community right now, they're saying, you know what, we are sitting this one out. You know, you brought yourself in this problem, so you need to sort it out. Yes, during the Black Lives Matter, the black spoke. They speak out in terms of what's happening in their community. They raised, they protested, and people, the corporations, you know, people who work in the successful business in the black community as a whole, plus of course friends of the black community, they all embraced, joined hands, and made the protest become successful, and changes were done literally, and you could literally see those changes happening. So fast forward right now, you're looking at the Latino community and they're asking, why can the black join with the Latino community, the Hispanic community, and make the protest become successful, just like the way the Black Lives Matter was at that time. But the black community are telling them it's not the same. Remember, during the campaign time, the black community raised their voice and said, guys, if you vote for the Republicans, this is what's going to happen. There must be deportations going to happen. Your people are going to be affected. So please join us. Vote for the Democrats. But what people need to understand is the Latino, the Hispanic community, you know, the Miami, the Cubans, they have this thing where they do not like to associate themselves with anything to do with blackness. In their mind, in their community, there's a huge colorism is a huge deal, and for the longest time they have this self-hatred among themselves, where if you're dark, then they look down on you. If you're fairer, then they look upon you, you know, positively, and they want to always be associate themselves with the whiteness. They can literally marry white, assimilate themselves with the white, forgetting that they are not white, rather than people of color. So right now they're looking at themselves and they're wondering, okay, we literally did everything we were told to do. we assimilate with the white, we do everything the whites like, we literally embrace the white. If you look at us, you can literally think we are white. Then how comes right now you're turning your back against us even after we supported the current administration? That's basically what the Latinos are feeling right now. They're feeling betrayed, they're furious, and they're crying. They are not understanding. In fact, some of them are saying if whatever they experience right now, if they knew, they wish they could turn back the time and change the way they voted. Unfortunately, karma is a bitch. It doesn't work that way. Once the die is cast, you have to face the consequences, and these are the consequences. Is it painful? Yes. Is it a hard lesson for people to learn? Yes. But at the end of the day, who's gonna help them? It's themselves. They need to take a hard look on themselves. They need to do their research so that come the next election, they vote for people who have their best interest at heart, who have their best community interest at heart. That's what they need to do. And they need to ask themselves, what is it about them that they have against the blacks? Let me know about this video. Drop your comments, and do you agree with the Latinos, the Hispanic, the in Miami and everywhere in America, the way they're asking for the black community to assist them? Let me know and drop your comments. Subscribe.